Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? I am Michelle, and we're going to be working on our masterboard again. We got it all the paper down, and I've checked it. There are still a few pieces that need some more glue, so we're going to do that. Then I've got a brand new stamp. I should say, new to me stamp. Let me get this bad boy out. There we go. A new to me stamp, and I am going to stamp this masterboard right in the center, and then from side to side, just to start it, just to where we can, you know, after we get it cut up, then at least it's started to have some decoration on it. And I thought that would be the easiest way to do this is with that big stamp. So what you say we get going? Let's get some glue down. Let's get this stamp. Actually, I'm going to use my gun today. There we go. Sure nothing's stuck in there. No, I'm going to feel around the whole masterboard to see if there's any places that I have missed getting glue on. I've done this, I know since we've done this masterboard at least 3 or 4 times, and I always seem to find a little piece of something that wants to pull up. Generally, I think most people would have gone ahead and gessoed this as it is, but I'm going to wait until after I get them cut and whatnot to do that. Kind of get some of the extra stuff on the layers of paint or stickers, or before I put stickers and stuff on. If I'm going to put any more paper or more stamps or anything like that, I want to just get that done, and then I will gesso it. Okay, you're not picking up. Oops, I fell pick up. There we go. Okay, get this done. Hi, Lisa. How you doing? We're finishing up this masterboard. I just showed everybody the brand new, new to me stamp that I have that I'm going to stamp with this masterboard. Let me show it to you. I'm so excited about it. Here you go. It may not be new, but it's new to me. So let's go ahead and get that inked up and get it on here. I don't feel any more paper corners other than the loose ones on the side here that need to be glued down. I'm not feeling anymore. Now there may be, see, there's another one right there. There may be some that come up as I were working. That's why I got my little glue gun here. That way I can get them down and not worry about them. See if there's any more. I want to poke their little heads up. That's maybe wipe the nose of this little. Nope, this corner isn't done either. I thought it was totally covered, and it has come back up. You get that there. Put that there. Let's get this stamp inked up. Let me move it over here so y'all can see it. There you go. And I'm going to get a good coat of ink on this, so that way I'm getting a good stamp. I've not used this, but I mean, I know it's a used stamp, but I have not used it. This is the first time I'll be using it, so I'm not sure how it's going to stamp. But because of what I'm working on, if it gets kind of funky on me, it's going to be okay. If it doesn't stamp quite correct, it's going to be okay. It's not the end of the world. It's not like I totally have to start over. Okay. Let me see. Hi, Lisa. How you doing? We are finished. I'm still working on this masterboard, and I'm about to try this new to me stamp out. Let's see. Put it right there. I'm going to press for even pressure. And because, ooh, I didn't put, hi, Teresa. How you doing? Whoops, I forgot to put this down, so it may not even. This is a cushion, which will help kind of give you good push for this. So it may not do as well as it will on the other ones after I get a masterboard under it. Let me see. Let's see. No. It just did this little area right here. I got a little bit here. I got a little bit. I got a little bit. You can see just a little bit. I didn't get any of the center. Okay. That's okay. Because you don't want a whole lot in one area. So this right here is great. It is not a problem for me whatsoever. I will just come back over here. Ink it. Now that I know how it looks like it's going to do, I will really ink the center real good. And I will probably have to push it down with both hands, but hopefully I won't. We're going to go for this area over here this time. I'm going to check and see, make sure we have it on there. Push. Try to lay stamp pushing up, and that might be a good idea, Lisa. Thank you for telling me that. Like I said, I've never used big stencils like that. I'm used to little clean stencils and little stencils, not these big ones. So I will do that. If this doesn't work, I will do that next corner. Still not showing much. I'm a little disappointed with this stamp, and I am using black ink, so I thought it would really pop out. But that's okay. Let me try this. Let me try it that way, Lisa. Thank you for reminding me that is maybe the way I have to do it with this stamp. Oops. Get the lid off here. And I may not be getting enough ink in it. I did, because it was used before I got it. It's new to me. I did clean it, and that may be part of the problem too, is that I did clean it. I gave it a little scrub and dried it off. Let me just ink this more. Let me put this in the center here. Let me put this right here. Go. Yeah, like Teresa, I got this stamp from Cindy. The last time she did her crafting sale, I got this from her, and I just have been waiting to use it all week, all last week anyway, when I got it. So let's see how it did. A little better. I can see a little bit more right around in here. You can see it. It may be a little, it may just be that I'm still not getting enough ink on it for it to come through. That's okay, because we're still getting designs on this paper, which is really all I need, is some more design on it to kind of bring it to life a little bit more. So it's got enough ink in places. With these big stamps, I'm thinking I'm going to have to practically stand on it to get it to stamp. We'll see. Getting in the center. Okay. I got the better print. Feel better by doing it this way, so let's try it this way. Okay, Lisa, have a great day. Yeah, let's see. So it did. Well, it did a little better. You can see that it did get the center. It's working on it. It's going to be one of those. I think I'll get a lot better print off of it on a single piece of paper instead of doing it like I am. I will have a test run on that and see how it does, and I'm going to put it in my stamp collection to where I did it in my stamp file. So I will do that with this on paper, and I will show y'all next week how it turned out. If not, this I may go ahead and grab me a piece of paper and do it. That may be just exactly what I'm going to do right now. Let me grab me a piece of paper. Here we go. I only need one. I don't need 8. That is cardstock. I don't need cardstock. There we go. I am going to go ahead. Let me put this up here, and we will get back to that paper. I'm going to go ahead and stamp this again, making sure that I get a lot of ink on it, because it seems to want to soak it up is what it's doing. Let's put you over here. Put you. I'm going to try that and do that way, because I think with this big pad it's just better. There we go. Put it in. You know what? I was just thinking about that, trying some tissue paper, and then we could put it we could transfer it over to the board. Yep. That's what I was thinking about. After I did it on this, I thought maybe I've got tissue paper over here. I have not as of yet played with tissue paper. I was thinking that may be what we do Monday. No, Friday is stamp and do some gel plating on tissue paper to see how it works, since I've never done it. So that may be what we do on Friday. Let me see if I've rubbed this enough to get a good print. Ah, yes. That's what we're looking for right there. It's a little light in some places, but that's okay. But that is what we're looking for. What kind of ink I am using? I'm using scrapbook ink. It's craft. It's just a craft crystal ink pad for fabric, wood, paper. It's for everything, because I do stuff with fabric, wood, and paper. So I like to keep everything where I can use it. But that's a good stamp. Yeah, it really stamped real well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this aside right now. I'm going to go ahead and put this away for right now. What I'm going to do is give this a good spray with some stamp cleaner. It's cleaner and conditioner. Oh, we're going to act out, huh? There we go. Let that sit on a little bit and soak in. Then if you have a pencil and paper, you may want to grab it, because I'm going to tell you the sizes of the things that you can cut out of a master board. Do I have a permanent ink? Yes, I have some I have some of the distressed ink, and I have some, what else do I have over here? I have some of the distressed ink, and I've got a lot of Timmy's ink and the Ranger inks. So I have the distressed inks also. So I've got those. But let me tell you, I'm going to get this cleaned up, and then while I'm doing that, I'm going to tell you the different things you can cut from a master board. First of all, if you can do punches on a master board, you can punch out anything you want. I know people that are doing artist trading coins that are actually using a punch and punching out their coins from a master board. Also, you can make, let me get my little notes over here so I can read them. You can make journal cards or pockets, and they're generally about 4x6. If I go too fast, let me know if you're trying to write this down, because I have to have it wrote down or I won't remember what size to cut everything. The 3x6s are considered long tags. Here. Your 5x2s are considered to be 3 medium tags. Your 4x6s are considered to be journal cards or postcards. And then you have your 4x3, which are just your general cards. Your ACT cards are going to be 3.5 by 2.5. And that is artist trading cards. And your artist trading circles generally are 2.5 round. 2 to 2.5 round. I'm not sure. If somebody knows for certain, put it on it. Go ahead and put it in the chat, because I don't remember if it's 2 or 2.5. I think it's 2.5 inches round. Okay, it's got that done. I'll get a toothbrush a hold of it after we're done, and that way I'll know that it's really good and clean. Okay. So those are the sizes of the different things that you can be cutting out of your masterboard. We did, like I said, we did get some ink on it in different places, not a lot, but a lot of ink or stamps and stuff like that will be done after the masterboard has been cut up into different designs, into different sizes. That's when the ink and all the what I call the foo-foo, that's when you decorate your cards or your envelopes or your whatever you're doing. That's when you decorate. And I've already on the back here and measured and marked everything out to where I knew where I could cut and get, saw what I could get out of this masterboard. Nothing's going to go to waste. Anything that's left over, little pieces, are going to go, probably could go on another masterboard or could go in there's no telling where they'd go. It wouldn't surprise me to actually get some of these and put them in Happy Mail, because people will use them. I've used them myself, that I've got little, pieces of a masterboard in Happy Mail. So let's cut this up. I'm going to go ahead and cut the edges off first. Get those scrappy edges off. Excuse me if I'm a little shaky today. Come on. And pieces like this, I will save because it can go on another masterboard. I'll just put that aside. The other little stuff, no. Big pieces, yes. Little pieces, no. I know people who will actually save these little pieces, and I just can't do it. I just can't do it. So let's get this cut off, and then we will check our edges and make sure everything is glued down good. I did check it before 3 or 4 times, but that doesn't mean after I've cut it that something's pulled up. I am not the best cutter on God's green earth, but that's okay. I'm doing the best I can, and that's all that anybody can expect, especially from me. May have a little bit hanging over, but it's okay. Okay. There's that one little scrap. Cluster material. This piece, yes. This piece I would use in a cluster. These, if I start saving these, I would have box of these. So, I mean, I know there are some people that are probably going to cry because I'm throwing this out, but sorry, I just can't do it. Some of the bigger pieces, like that one right there, I can save. I have no problem saving it. I actually have a basket that will go in. So there it is, trimmed out. Checking these edges, making sure everything is still glued down good. Yeah. All right. Let me get this out of our way. So I've already marked these. I have got 2 journal or pocket cards traced out to where I can go ahead and just cut. My cutting is not as good as it should be, but it's the best that I can do. I just do not cut straight. Even with straight lines, my lines, I can tell you right now, these lines that I'm cutting are not straight. Even with measuring them and using a ruler and whatnot, they're still not straight. I can't even put them in a cutter and measure them that way and cut them. Never straight. Never straight. Like you can see, there's right there. There's some of the stamp that we use. And then here's this one that we got a little bit of the stamp that we use, not much. Let me see. Like I said, there are going to be pieces that are left over. Okay, like this. This is a leftover piece. Got some nice little stampy on it. Cool. Put it over there. Do something with it later. So there's one. And here's our other one. I'm checking to make sure everything's okay with it. So there we go. That's 2 journal cards or 2 pockets to use in a journal. And then we have some more different size cards here. I'm just going to go ahead and cut everything out. Used some heavy cardstock when I did this, which I'm glad I did when I was doing it, but cutting it is a little rougher because it is so heavy. There we go. Got 2 of those. Okay, more fun stuff. For me, that's the type of stuff that I'll use in clusters. I will get it kind of funkied out and put some fabric on it, or start with fabric and go from there. And all clusters are is getting a bunch of stuff together. Just getting, let me show you what a cluster looks like. Let me cut this up. Get it cut out good. Okay, I'll get that in just a second. What a cluster is, if you don't know, is just you put a piece of, let's go with this. Okay, this gives me a solid form to start out with. You know, it gives you a good backing because it's already backed and everything, so it gives you a good backing. So I would put this, maybe this little piece that we had left over, put it over here, add a little piece of this. Being that I put it on heavy cardstock, I got to cut it, which I'd rather rip it. You can put it like that, and then you can sew a button on it, glue it all together, glue a button on it. You can have all kinds of fun with this stuff. I've seen them with fabric and with lace and just all kinds of stuff. So have fun. If you've got this type of stuff, have fun with it. Don't let it just sit around. There's no need for it. So I've got this one here, and then I have this artist trading card I'm cutting out. Let's see here. Again, more stuff to go with it. This has already been stamped. That had been paper that I had stamped on, or somebody else had stamped on. So it's really a cute little piece, and it's going to be really cool doing something else with it. And then this here is a journal card. Get it cut out. Get it out. Go, and there's that. There you go. Get these little pieces. Okay, I won't throw this one away, but I will put this one away. Let me throw this out. That away. Yeah, it's still inky. I should have let that ink dry a little bit more, but I didn't. I hadn't worked with stamps in I haven't worked with big stamps in a while, so I'm just getting ink all over me. It's okay. It'll pass. Okay, let me go ahead and I'll show y'all my scrap paper bag. This is what this right here. This little bag right here. I made this little bag to put for this exact purpose. To put scraps in. Little scraps like this. Pieces of paper that I've gotten in Happy Mail go in here, because I'll use them in here. If not, I'll put them outside and I'll never use them. But in here, that's why you see some big pieces like this. It's because I've gotten that in Happy Mail or in swaps for swapping paper back and forth. I've got it in there. So that's how I keep my little stuff that I make masterboards out with, or I do clusters, or I do, or I just need something to do, then I will glue. I will do masterboards, or just use a glue book, which is just a book that you glue into, and then you can make them into whatever size, whatever size you want to make them into. And then if it's too flimsy, then you would back it with something like this. All right, let me grab my stamp book, and that way we can pull a few more of the littler stamps out and stamp those a little bit more, not much, but a little bit. Let me grab that right quick. Okay. This is what I hold my cling stamps in. Let me see if I can get that under the, there we go. This is what I hold my cling stamps in. This is one of two for the cling stamps. My wooden stamps are in buckets. So these are my cling stamps. You're not going to be able to see them well. I'm just going to be doing a quick look to see what I know what I want to use. So I'm going to be doing a quick look. We're going to be using these. Let me put them up there. I think these will be really cool. So I was thinking about using those. And these. Okay, I forgot I had those. This is why I have a book that has all the stamps I have stamped in it. Every one of these stamps are in that book. Where I know, like, this is folder 1. And for folder, holder 2, then I have it under holder 2. That way I know exactly what holder it's in. I try very hard to put them in the same area, but it doesn't happen. But I do keep them in the same book. where I can go to the exact case they're in, to the exact case they're in, and get them done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay these out. You see what we got done. Excuse me. Didn't cut that butterfly. I'm surprised. I thought we'd lose that. Go. Get this butterfly up here so they can see everything. There you go. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with a smaller stamp pad. Let me grab that right quick. I really did not prepare very well for today. I can already tell that. There we go. All this is a cling, that my cling stamps cling to that, and I can use them how I want to from there. It's just like having a wood mount, but the cling stamps just cling to them. I'm going to ink this one up. There we go. There. You see if y'all can see that. A little easier with it inked up. Then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to come over here and place it on there. Come over here, place it on there. You see it's it's leaving a design, but each one I go to, it's getting kind of weaker. So what I'll do is I'll come back over here, stamp this some more, put some more ink on it, stamp it on this one, stamp it over here, stamp it over there, stamp the heart of it over here. It's just light stamping, and I'm just going to ink up the top here, this part right here, ink it up, put it over there. And all this is just different swirls and whatnot to kind of give it some movement. Kind of gives it a little movement. Then what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take it aside, put it aside. Let me get my book put away. There we go. Like that. Get done with it. I will put it over here to be cleaned later on. And I'm going to be using probably all of these, if, maybe. I'm going to use some of the smaller ones. Get this one here. There we go. See that one? And the thing with cling stamps is you can actually tell. Let me see if I can show this to y'all. You can actually, I'll put it right here. You can tell how it gets darker when you put it down. That's how you know that the design is actually inking through. Let me get a little more on this one, and then it'll be ready to go do something else. I'll be done with that, with the inking anyway. Getting those stamps on. That's a good idea, Lisa, is to when you start stamping, is to just get it on tissue paper. That way you can put it on whatever you want to. You can put it, I mean, you know how us mixed medium people are. We'll put it on anything. If it's tissue or paper, heck, paper towel, whatever. Don't let us find something that we can use, because we will use it. And don't dare throw anything away. That is just, don't do it. Just ask, please, before you throw something away. Because we will think of something. We've already had 3 things we could have done with it before we could have stopped you from doing it. There we go. Let's put a little more here. I'm going to wait on that and get it a little more. A little more here. And I'm marking it just to make sure that it gets the ink all out, that it stamps the whole ink pad. since I've got these, I'm going to switch these out. And I more than likely will have ink all over my hands because I am not a patient stamper. I want it stamped and I want it dry immediately, if not sooner. Put a little bit on that. I'm gonna look. I look at them and see how they're doing. Look that right there. And I know I'm going to be doing some more stamps, so I'm not going to. I don't want to overstamp it, which I will. I have a tendency to do is to overstamp something. So once you get going, you just really it's hard to stop. Let me see. There. Okay. Go ahead and get this one because there's not a real clear one on this. Let's put it up here. There we go. And then once again, I'm just going to take the stamp off. We got a swirl here, and I think that's what I'm going to stamp with it to the end of the stamping. It's just a swirl. Hold on just a second. Let me get me something to drink. You'd have a folder. At least I'd end up with a. I'd have to have a lovely little container to put it in because once I get going, it's on. I don't think a folder would help. Maybe a folder within one of the folders that you'd put in, and then you'd put it in a big school notebook. That might be workable. That's how I've done it. Pretty much my stamps and my my stencils are in school notebooks in sleeves to where I can find them and just take them out. So let's just get this little baby out. Get it going. Start over here. I'm going to look at it. I want to see, does it need anything else? Does it need more foo-foo? Or can it be okay like it is and then do it with more, are we done stamping on it, basically is what I'm trying to say. So I think this one's pretty much done. There's a lot on it as far as the paper goes. The designs on the paper are pretty well have got a stamped look to it. This one is pretty much done. I just want to get a few places that I want to jump out a little bit more. This area here. Okay. This one I think is done also. I really don't think I want to put anything else on that one. This one, I'm going to put some more on that. I think this one's done. I think that one's done. This one's not quite done. Just want to get them to past the stamp stage. That way I can go then and start embellishing and making something out of each one different. And I have to realize too that I'm not keeping these. I'm not making these for me. I am making these for other people. I do not journal. I have found myself wanting to journal, would love to journal. I just don't. It's not something I can do. I think we're done with all the stamping. Flip these over right quick. I love making them. I love making stuff. I have things that I have made that I need to get to, get to other people. But I love doing it and I love sending it on. So don't be surprised for the people that are on chat right now if you get some of this, because you very well may. If I have your address, you're more than likely going to get something that I have done this to. So let me get this little stuff cleaned up. I do have some journal covers, I guess you would call them, of stuff that I have made. What do you got? You've made some awesome painty tags and bookmarks to send out. That's good, Teresa. That's good. Yeah, that's one of my butterfly stamps that I was doing. Let me get that cleaned off. Get these done up. Yeah, that's true, Lisa. I will. You think that it's okay for us not to overdo on the stamping because it will take away from whatever the focal point may be on that piece. That's true. Like on this piece right here, I already know that the focal point on that is going to be that butterfly. Now, when I put it on the masterboard, did I know that? No, that piece of paper had already been stamped with that butterfly. So I just put it on there, and then that's how it turned out. That butterfly could very easily have been cut in half or fourths. I have no idea. And some people, I've got to put credit where credit is due. Thank you, Kerry Griffith, for his teaching. And I really should start putting people, you know, people like that who have, taught me how to do things, how to look at different stuff differently. And PM Artist Studios is another place that has taught me so much. I will strive to put everybody's links into the description. I will strive to do that. I'm not sure how to do it, but I will check with those who do and make sure that I do that, because there are some artists that have really taught me a lot just by watching them on YouTube, watching them live, and then rewatching going back and watching some of the other things that I'm interested in. Yeah, that's why I'm doing it, Teresa, because I can't remember. I try to mention people in chat while I'm chatting, but some of them you just don't remember to mention. And I really want people to know that no matter what you're doing, there is somebody out there that's been doing it longer and maybe differently. That's something I have learned from these other artists, is that I don't have to copy them. I can use their techniques. I can learn skills and different ways of doing things, but I don't have to do it exactly as they do. It's not a prerequisite that I watch what they do and copy them for exactly what they did. I personally can't copy anyway what other people will do, because I'll lose half of it on the exchange between me and the YouTube startup. I'll, start up the YouTube and get going, and then I've lost 3 movements already. I do have things that I write down to where I'll remember how to do them. Other things, I don't think I know how to do. I couldn't write it down how I do it, but my hands know how to do it. And most artists will understand this. I hope y'all do, that my hands know how to do it. Just, get in there and let your hands work. Let them play. Let them get dirty, for goodness sakes. Uh, yeah, this is going to take some Dawn and some other stuff to get cleaned up after I'm done, but that's okay. Now I'm going to show y'all what I've been up to. I'm going to leave all this over here and get this closed up. Got all this here. Let me get some stuff put away. That way, it's not in our way. I have doing this. Oh God, you don't even want to know what I just did. You really don't. If you're a crafter, you just know what I just did. I just dumped a whole entire bucket of fussy cutted little things on my floor. Just so we're going to leave them like they are, kind of push them aside. Praise God that I got my room vacuumed yesterday. Just kind of push them aside with my foot here. Over you go. Over there. I will pick you up after I'm done. There you go. Over there. And I fussy cutted these that I'm moving with my foot. Oh, I'm fine. The box got, let me make sure this is locked. Okay. This is the box that I had in my hand right here. And they attach to each other like this. But the bottom one wasn't attached good, and it fell on the floor. So that's what you heard, was the bucket falling on the floor and all the little pieces flying all over the room. So let me get them kind of situated here. I am in my wheelchair this mornings or afternoon, so I will be cleaning that up after we're done. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to get myself taken care of there. They don't hold well, but usually I grab it from the bottom, and I was just in a hurry and grabbed it from the top, not realizing that it wasn't totally shut good. So that's all, you just fess up. That's all on me. That's something I'll have to deal with later. Now, I am going to bring this bucket over here because I do have some more that I did. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these small little pieces that I have fussy cut and use them on these tags and these, on these journal cards, on the ATCs, on the pockets, whatever they become is what I'm about to do. And like I said, I did a lot of scrappy cutting the past few days. Janet made some watercolor cupcakes. They were cute. She sent you a picture of them? Oh, how fun, Teresa. So I will pick stuff out. That's a thought, but not with this one. Let's see what else we got in here. We got tons of stuff. Yeah, this isn't the one I really wanted. It's the one that's on the floor. Of course. Let me grab my other one and see if there's anything in it. So this is the type of stuff I have things in. I have them in little containers like this. This is a little drawer. And I have them in stuff like this. So that's how I have my little stuff kind of. I'm running this stuff over. It's over here. There. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm looking through here and trying to find, here's some stickers. Something that'll make me happy. Let's see. What does this say? Ludwig stamped. There's a lot of stickables. I have tons of stickers. A lot of mine of this is scrappy cut that I scrappy cut it out. And so I have 1, 2, 3 containers that are this long by this wide, full of stickers. And that's before I get to the words and stuff, the things that have sayings and whatnot in them, and numbers and whatnot. They're in the same type of tub, like these, but a lot bigger. Let me get these over here. Don't dump on me. Okay. I'm going to work on one at a time. I'm going to work on this big one first because it does have a lot of stamping on it. So it really doesn't need a lot. Now I notice that this right here seems to be the focal point where it's like your eyes draw almost immediately here. What are we studying on Wednesday? Teresa, I have no idea. I have not a clue as to what we're studying on Wednesday. I was going to do some looking up to see exactly what Labor Day was about. What exactly are we celebrating? What exactly is this day for? Is it just celebrating the fact that we have a job to labor at? Um, or is it something else? So I think I'm going to look into that tomorrow, and then Wednesday we may discuss that. Maybe. That's true. We're celebrating the workers who are out there doing the jobs. But I want to know exactly what is the definition? What are they exactly taking off for today? There's a lot of different. Let me see how to word this. Many holidays have different meanings for different people. Um, and I don't want to get into some food talk on that. I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but because I want to make sure my thoughts, my feelings, and my understanding all of it is just seeing, what is going on. There are many things there are a lot of Christian holidays that also have other holidays that are celebrated at the same time, and I want to make sure that I know that. What else is being celebrated? What else? Where did this day come from? Was it switched out for something else? So that's gonna probably be what we talk about Wednesday. I want to do some study in the Word and see where it's going to lead. I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know. The Lord really has not put it on anything directly as far as this is what we're doing. So I don't know. I'm just being honest. I ain't got a clue. Now I'm thinking, where did that butterfly go? See how big this is. Get over there, and we'll think about you some more. Well, Teresa, I don't even have to look anything up. 130 years ago, the first celebrated in New York City in 1882. Teresa, your knowledge of it, you just have a abundance of information that you can pick through. I'm thinking of using this butterfly sticker. Here we go. Let's see what we think about it. What do y'all think about that? Kind of bringing in the butterfly, making sure it's front and center. Don't stick. I haven't glued you down. This is a little sticky, but I will be putting glue on it because it's not that sticky. What do y'all think of that? Oh, they'll just give me some ideas and wet my whistle on what we may want to know about it, huh? That's all you're telling me, Teresa? Now say, no, you're going to have to make me do some stuff. You like that? Okay, then let's glue it down. And that will be all I do to this card. That'll be it. I'm very simple. I like things simple. The simpler the better, the easier the better. I don't like, I will tend, if I overthink it, it will not be as good if I overthink anything. Oh, this little booger is sticky. Let me get some glue on him. Get this glued down. Help if I wasn't so shaky. Yep, right. Well, actually, you want it under the butterfly or do you want it above the butterfly? I was going to put it above, Teresa. I'm going to put it more right here is where I'm thinking about putting it. You still think it needs to go here? And do some more bling? That's a thought. I could add it there and then see what else I could come with it because I think that leaves the top kind of blank there. Get some more glue on here. Go. here's this here. Get my big fingers out of the way. There's this one here. It's right there. Or down here. What do y'all think? Lisa, what are you thinking? Up here or down here? We got a lot of stamping up here, but I still think we would need something up here if we put it down at the bottom. I don't know what, but I feel like we would. You think it would show better in the brownish color? Is that what you're thinking, Teresa? You're thinking top also? That's what I was thinking too, Lisa, was at the top. It's going to show up anyway, because more than likely what I may do after I look at this, let me see, let me turn it around here so I can play with it. What I may end up doing is getting a one of our lovely Sharpies and going around it, just toward with a gold Sharpie, a small one. It may be, a part of me says that may be overkill. I don't know, but I kind of like it like this. It does disappear a little bit. It's kind of hidden, but it's not bad. And I really, because of all the designs down here, don't think it really needs anything else. I think that's more than enough for it. Just very simple. That's ready to go out for somebody in Happy Meal. Let's go to the next one. Okay, this has, this has this right here, and that's right where our eyes are going to that purple. And so you want to try to put some scrappy fabric underneath it. Which one? This one or the one or the butterfly? You could, but how would they use it as an ATC, Lisa? Could it still be used, you think? Whoops, I found a piece of paper that isn't glued down. Get down. Down you go. Okay. On the butterfly one. Let's get it back out. Let me think about it. I've got an idea. Hold on just a second, guys. Here's my yellow. Here it is. Let me get this other one. Maybe something like, oops, maybe not this, but something like this. Maybe if I think I have a little brown, but not much, but something like this. The glue holder, I got it on online, actually. I think I got it on Amazon. But I got this burlap. It is in yellow. Let me get this a little more closer to where the camera can see it. I'm not sure that it is doing any good to this card. I think it's actually taken away from it. The butterfly is just disappearing, so I really don't like that at all. But it's a thought, it's a piece of fabric, and so that works. That is how that works. Piece of fabric. Now you got me thinking, Lisa. I'm in trouble now. You got me thinking. I know this is big. I know I can cut it down or do something different, but what about something like this on the bottom of it? Too big, I know, but maybe if I put it down maybe like that with just the little flowers. What do y'all think of that? It's just a thought. Things kind of flip the points around, like the flowers right here. This is what I'm thinking of, is just cutting off the flowers and putting them right there. Or we can go with some different type of flowers, because I've got some small flowers. Because I think that won't take away from anything, but would kind of bring, if I did 3 on top and 3 on bottom, it would kind of bring that focal point back up, I think. I could be wrong. I could be starting something that I don't even want to get into. Try the edges. Okay, let's try the edges. Let me get this piece over here. Let's try these edges right here. I think because of the size of it, it'd be 4 here. Let me move my arm out of the way. There we go. Be 4 across like that. What do you think about just going around the whole card? Just going around the whole thing. Put that there. I can be able to do it like I want to, but something to this effect. Just going around with the little flowers. To go row on the bottom. That was what I was thinking, because I thought it really didn't do much for the top, but a single row on the bottom. That works. Works for me. Now this is some big lace piece. So cut that off. You gather that up. Put it back in the bucket. Now we're just going to be using this edge with the flowers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them out the best I can. They do have leaves. Let me show you how that looks. I will be cutting this stuff off, and this stuff off over here, this stuff in the center. And I'm thinking about going ahead and getting the leaves off to where the flowers have leaves, which would make them probably, this is the bottom, so yeah, they'd be like this. It'd be something like this. Let me turn it around so you can see it. It'd be something like that. Okay, Lisa. We'll be here. We'll be here. I'm just going to kind of look at the other pieces here and see what else we can do with them until we can make a decision on this card. Because I like doing everything as a group. It's fun. Let me get me a drink real quick. Makes it more fun that way to me, anyway. Come. Let's see. Okay. Thinking about that there on that road, that it looks like a road there. Move him over a little bit. But right there. Right there. I think. I'm not sure. Let's see. Break that up a little bit. There may be too much yellow. Maybe too much yellow. Let's see what else we have in here to look at. Down there, staying with that and putting. What we could do with that is put some some of the stamp ink on this very lightly. Put some antique stamp ink on it, and maybe it would blend in kind of a little bit from that. It's going to take away from this as much, so this isn't standing out and glaring at us. It was my thinking anyway. Or because it's reading like this, we could go like this and put it like that. Let me see. I'm going to go ahead and cut these flowers out. I'll get me a pair of little scissors. Get these cut out. Go ahead and leave the leaves. We may or we may not use them. I don't know yet. What the? Put this here. Get this little part of it cut off there. Trash. Now I will go through a lot of different, I'll have an idea and I'll go through it and I'll play with it. And I may play with the same piece of fabric or piece of lace on every one of these. I may sit here and go, no, I like that one. Do I like that one? No, I don't like, you know. So it's time consuming for me because I have to look at everything and how everything's moving and whether or not I even like it. I'm going to cut this right across here. That's what I'm going to do and get this kind of cut down. There we go. And even with me cutting that off, it still leaves a really kind of cute, let me put it this way, kind of cute little border. Even with me taking the flowers off, it still leaves a border that's kind of cute. So here are our flowers here. I'm going to trim around this one. I'm going to leave these like that, and I'm going to trim them up in here. And I think I'm going to leave the leaves that are on them, these right here. I think I may. I'm not yet. Not sure quite yet. Let's get them cut and see how they look. Go. Go. Let's see. And let me see. There. Got there. What's this? Here. You flip that over and see if these scissors will get it that way. There we go. Much better. Okay. There we go. Trim this out. Get it trimmed up. This here. This over here. Get it trimmed out here. I know people who do this all the time, who are working with lace and doing this and doing that. I don't see how. I have small hands, but yet they feel like they're huge when I'm doing this type of stuff. Let's see. That is an idea right there. Something to think about. Get this finished cutting up here. Okay. Good. Get this one little strand there. Get it? Yeah. Okay. Now, idea of placement. Do we want the leaves up there like that? Let me get all these out of our way. Let's work one at a time. We want to leave them like that with the leaves pointing into the card, or do we want it like this with the leaves pointing down on the bottom of the card? Thoughts, suggestions? You don't know that you like it at all? Anything? Teresa, what do you think? You can't hear me? Why can't you hear me? That's okay, Teresa. I was just asking you what you thought about this, but I know you can't hear me. You like it that way? That's how we're going to do it. I just made up my mind. Let's get it glued down good. There we go. I'm going to come over here, bring this one over here. Shift it over just a little bit. Go ahead and get this one, then I'll get that. I'm going to go ahead and get that center one. Yeah, this center one here. Stretch this just a bit. Get that there. Stretch that just a bit. And there. Let me put the glue on this one, and this one will be done. Thank you, Lisa, for letting me think about this a little bit, for suggesting that this is something I might want to do. There we go. And there it is. So that's got one done. I'll just leave it here so we can look at it and do it all over it, because I really think it's really pretty. Let's see what else I can get my little hands into. Too big. There's some things that I have that are just too big that I will put on a master board and cut into them and go like that. I'm not going to waste my time with it. Now, I'm not doing any of this. I'm just, as far as going to put this on anything, I'm just looking at it to see if I like it or not. Because sometimes the easiest thing to do is just to put something on top of it and see how you like it. I don't. That. Okay. So, there we go. Now let's see. We're going to be working on this one. I'm thinking this right here could look, it looks a little like a road. So we could put him bicycling on it right here. I'll move it down a little bit. Not even, maybe even a little bit more. It'll look like he's singing as he's going. Just put a few lines here. That's what I think I'm going to do. Let me get this silly sticker out. Sometimes these stickers have a mind of their own and they don't like to come undone. Come on. And I'll give it a little bit of me trying to get it undone, and then I'll get tired of it and I'll just glue it down like it is. I am prone to doing that. I will not mess with it very long. Let's see. Can't get this undone here. Here we go. Got it. Now I want the stamp right here, because I want this man's mouth about quite where I want him. Let me get him where I want him and I'll glue him down. I'm going to shave some of that off. Still got him on the road. Okay. Okay. Got him on the road there. As far as I have got with him. Let me dig in here and see if I can't find something. Put that over there. These are bigger pieces, so I may not find anything. Just put them over there for now. Let's see. Journal cards, and journal cards. Let's see if I can't find it. No, That didn't work. That didn't work. Pop this open and see what I have underneath. Okay, no, nothing in there. I already know. Probably what I'm wanting is on the floor, but that's okay. It's okay. I know pretty much what's there, and I don't think we could use any of it. I don't think. Nope. And this is what takes so long for me to, when I do these masterboards, it takes me, one card can take me a day just because I have to piddle with so much stuff to see what I like and what I don't. So I could be playing with these. I've got a bunch that are at a certain spot, like this one right here is done. Let it dry. It's done. It's ready to go. I've got others that are in this stage where I've stamped them a little bit, or not even in that stage. If they were just cut out, they haven't been stamped. So I've got them in different layers of where they're at. And I have a bunch of them in different layers. So it's something that I do. It keeps me busy. It keeps me, fussy cutting keeps me busy. I have to keep my hands busy. So when I'm watching TV, that's when I'll fussy cut, or I'll try to do different stuff, even if it's just coloring. I will go and do that, or do up some stamping and then color this what I've stamped up and color it with pencils or something. So I am always pretty busy. You never know what I'm going to be bringing out. Like I said, there's going to take, I don't know how long it took me just to get this one card done, but sometimes it takes longer than others. Other times things just go real quick and it's all together before you know it. But other times it just takes a while. And some of these, they may just take a while. I mean, I may put these aside and work on something else until, I see what I want for them. But I want to thank y'all for today. It's been wonderful. Y'all have a wonderful couple days. I'll see y'all on Wednesday. We're going to be having the Word Wednesday. We're going to be getting into the Word and seeing what the Lord has in store for us. Like I said earlier, I may be doing some, I'm not sure what the word is, searching. I'll put it that way. I'm going to be doing some searching on the internet and with other people. I want to talk to other people. What is Labor Day mean to you? Is it just a celebration of people who work and do a job? Is it a certain job? Is it for, did it start out for certain people, like those who worked in the mines or those who did other things earlier on? So, Wednesday's going to be exciting if that's where the Lord leads us. So I want to say bye. Thank y'all so very, very much. And I will see y'all. Bye on Wednesday.